Morning. I have just realized that last night I edited some video late at night and missed two pieces from yesterday. My little talk about the remote, where I was trying to figure out the light in the office. I have been recording on my phone, and then you get this little screen with black on either side. And so I was trying to record with my iPad like I do for my podcast, and you're like up in it when you're on the iPad. You have to have it so far away in order to get, a better shot. And so I was fussing last night trying to figure that out, and I put in the two clips that were not for the podcast, where I'm just trying to figure out the lighting and where my iPad could be, and I didn't put in the part about the remote controls or the snow on the deck. So I'm going to put those in here this morning. If you're watching every day, you'll figure this out. It is really hard to put together all the clips that you've done all day and get them in the right order, and because you have 13 little clips that you've done, and sometimes they really need to be edited because you were walking around and whatever. So I just watched it back and I was like, oh yeah, you should probably do that one over. So day 10, not doing a do-over. I just sat down at the computer this morning. I haven't showered yet. Hot mess, but we're gonna go to the gym, and so well, whatever, you guys don't care. I have two design collaboration proposals to do today. I have one due December 15th for Miss Babs Yarns, and then one due January 15th for La Bien Amie. It's just a proposal process where you have to send in your idea, your swatch, your drawing, the yarn you would use. It's a big process to do, and I've done it a couple of times and have not gotten chosen, and so you kind of have to decide, do I just want to do my own pattern on my own, or do I really want to do it with a big company? So I'm going to spend a little bit of time today getting those done this morning, and then we'll head to the gym. Ross is finishing shoveling the bottom end of the driveway.
Well, I think you can see how much we've gotten so far. We don't have a total. I haven't watched the 10 o'clock news yet, but it's a good 6 inches so far, I would say. Yeah, he's easier to see at night in the snow because he doesn't blend into the grass, but you guys got to check out this door. Look at that. It's been blowing. It's just stuck on the door. Go ahead. Here's the pile on my bench out back. And this is the drift by the back door. I'm sure you won't be able to gauge how tall that is, but it is tall and very cold. Okay, we're back at home, all snuggled in under my weighted blanket. Fireplace is going. I'm going to watch a movie. Finished watching the Grocery Girls podcast from yesterday that I started this afternoon for a few minutes, and I'm going to knit. I don't know if I'll work on the mittens or the blanket, but I'm going to say goodnight now and get this uploaded so that you can all watch the snowy day, the very snowy day. Night, see you tomorrow. So here's the story of Kylie's mittens that I deleted from yesterday. I'm just gonna quick tell you the story. When Kylie moved out of her apartment in St. Paul and moved into the house that she's in now, we were moving her, and we used some big plastic black bags to do some stuff for donation. There was some stuff she wanted to get rid of, and we had two of these big black bags sitting there by the front door. And at some point, Kylie had, when she was packing up, put a black plastic garbage bag over the top of all of her coats, her winter coat, her fall coat, her jean jacket that had all kinds of pins on, and they got laid with the to go to Goodwill or donation somewhere bags, and Ross loaded them in the back seat of the car and said the black bags go to Goodwill, and we were like, yep. And all of her coats got donated for jackets, heavy sweatshirts. It was devastating, right? Because she had these pins on her jacket, her jean jacket, which was long. She loved that jean jacket, and her mittens. So I'm re-knitting the mittens, and they are naughty. They say cold as fire truck on the front, on the top. There's an asterisk, so it's F asterisk CK. And she loved those mittens, so she wore them all winter, and she had them through college. I think I gave them to her second year in college in Grinnell, where it was so cold. She went to college in the middle of Iowa in the plains. And yeah, she loved them, and it was one of the things she missed having. So that is what I'm re-knitting now. It's a sad day. We did go around and try to find them, but could not find the jackets anywhere. We don't know where they went to. And so someone got some really nice coats, and I am knitting new mittens.
No puppy today. Husband's got a new car project. He's working on my dad's little truck. It got delivered from Florida, and he's just checking everything over. Honey. I wondered if I would get honey. They do a smaller display with honey and jam, different honeys and jam. Oh, they love them. That's a turnip. That's kind of funny. Whoops. Mom dropped. There you go. Yeah, did you go for a ride with Dad this morning, huh? Yeah, did you go for a ride with Dad? Aww. From Ross's aunt and godmother. She has never in 60 years missed our birthday, one of our holidays. She always sends a card to Ross, always sends a Christmas. She has just been, she lost her husband years ago, and she never misses. I want to be like her when I grow up. Here's a card from Erin. Hi, Erin. I think she watches. She's a Minnesota knitter. Oh, wow. Words to live by. Oh, she's writing a really nice note. I'll just read the first little bit. Your podcast and helpful hints on IG are a calm constant in this world of chaos. Your recipes of the week are a treat. And a P.S. Oh, I remember, you can be sure I will be carrying my Knitwords Blue Ribbon award-winning tote with me to sweater camp. Well, thank you, Erin. That's a beautiful card. I wonder if you made that. It looks like if you're a fancy card maker. And this is from another knitter friend who moved away and just zooms in. Oh, that's nice. Some of you that are new here haven't seen my rug. I love my rugs. It's so fun to have a bright colored rug. I want the winter one that goes with this. It's more like my front door. I'll go, we'll just walk over there. Oh, the sun's shining. You're gonna get a weird, here, there we go. There's my front door rug. They're all from the same place. And Cody's got a fleece over his bed for Christmas. And in the light of day, we have tons of snow. Really pretty. Let me show you out this window. Cody's been out. Look at that. Oh, look at those. I bet that's a bunny rabbit. Oh, can you see that? It is all sliding down. How did I catch that this morning? The sun is warming it and it's just sliding down the railing. Oh, that's funny. So there we go. Little bunny tracks out in the snow. That's where our willow tree was. But yeah, Cody was out making a big circle this morning. It's kind of fun. But he loved that. Ross was up early. This is through the screen in the front of the house, and shoveled mostly down the driveway, but not the whole way, and that's not like him. So I'm not sure if something went wrong or he had to go get, yeah, he wouldn't normally leave it like that. Keeping it real this morning. It's Saturday morning. Stripping the bed. Doing the laundry. I hope you find this funny that I'm sharing this. But Ross does almost all the laundry in the house. He loves doing laundry, so I rarely do it. But taking one of my Earth Breeze sheets, throwing it in. I have a little laundry room off my back door, and it is full of geranium pictures. I love geraniums. So I have geraniums here, geraniums here, and then here's my cute little valance over the window in here. It's got, oh, I'm not showing you very well because the sun's shining in. There we go. And my little lost socks sign. I don't have lost socks, but I have hand knit socks we don't wear anymore. These are just a tube. Matt and I found this at a general store over in Stillwater one year. We both bought them and carried them down the street. Trying the spread this morning, the new strawberry rhubarb one. I'll show you. I am weaving in ends on my blanket, and so I'm propping my phone up under my chin, and I am going to try to show you how I do it. This is Fisherman's rib. I have 2 edge stitches that are knit, so I'm just going to follow this stitch under here, and then follow this stitch, go back down through here. Now, see how this green one goes over here? I'm going to follow that. I'm going to go under all 4 strands. It really helps you to learn how Fisherman's rib looks. And now I have a knit stitch behind there. So I'm going to go under here, up, over, come back down and through, and then I have another one of those elongated green stitches, so I'm going to follow that under these 4, and then I'm going to follow that up and around again. So it's just a matter of following the stitch that I already have, up and down. And then I've gone quite a bit now, so now I will follow these right up and just go underneath. So I'll go under this, the two legs here, because I'm holding this double, so all the way up. And so the green ends right there, so that's where I will end this green. It won't show it all. And that's how I do it. So now I can safely just snip that one off and pull a little bit, and the end will tuck behind there. Okay, on to the next one. So I've been working on this all afternoon. I started in the blue, I've gotten all the way up to here. I have a little helper, and I'm chatting with, guess who? You can't see who it is, but guess who that is on the other side of that blurry screen, sewing and chatting with me this afternoon. I know as many of you that guessed tacos for lunch on Wednesday will guess who I'm chatting with. Hi everybody. I spent all afternoon chatting with a good friend who you will all be able to guess if you know me well. She was quilting, sewing on bindings to some quilts, and I needed to work on that blanket. And I asked her if she would be willing to FaceTime with me so that I would stay sitting in my chair. And because otherwise up, down, and I just wanted to get as much done on it. I still did some upping, downing, but I think we got on FaceTime at 5 to 1, and it was 5 o'clock when my husband came in and said, hey, do you want to go get a bite to eat? Because I hadn't started supper or made a plan. We usually don't on the weekends. It's just the two of us, and we really like to go out. And so we made a little reservation. So we're going to go have tacos. Of course we are. I think we got about 9 inches, and he spent the day shoveling. We were going to go to the gym, and he got too sore. He fell yesterday behind the little truck in the driveway, and he skunned up his elbow a little bit and went down pretty hard. He tried to tell me, I know how to fall. I played football. I was like, yeah, 42 years ago. But anyway, he's like, I still remember how to fall. Don't put your arms down and don't let your head hit. So he's sore. And so I said, no problem. I'll go to the gym with you tomorrow. And so I got showered up. I put on my wonderful Wallaby because it's cozy and warm. It's a hoodie. I made this many, many, many years ago. I just loved the yarn. Anyway, I put these clasps on it. I've talked about it on the podcast. And so we're going to head out quick and get a bite to eat and then come home and watch a little bit of Yellowstone. We are way behind on that bandwagon, like way behind. We're still in season 2. So no spoilers. Don't anybody tell me what's going on. I really disliked it in the first many episodes. I could not watch it. I said, these are terrible people. Do we ever like them? Is there a single character that you're supposed to, really like? And so then we wouldn't watch for a couple weeks, and then he'd say, I enjoyed it. So I will say now that I'm still not loving it. I'm appreciating some of the acting and the characters a little bit more. So we're going to come home and do that, and then I'll get some more knitting done on that blanket. Man, it takes me a long time. So Amber made me time she didn't make me. Amber asked me how long it took me to get 2 inches a day, and I said, I don't really know. So I timed myself when we were chatting. It takes me 7 minutes to get across a row, and that's knitting pretty steadily across the row, but not trying to do my fastest. I'm not super fast, and I don't want to be super fast. So then she's like, well, okay, and then how many rows are an inch? So 5 rows are an inch, so I need to do 10 rows, which would take me 70 minutes, but I never sit and just knit every single, you got to turn your knitting around, and then it's a big blanket now, right? There's a lot to manipulate in your lap, and then I'm changing colors, so definitely a couple of hours to get a couple of inches done. And yeah, I think that's about it. I am going to give up on this project. I was going to share that with you all. This is not working out. It's holy in some places, and then it has extra balls in other places, and so I'm going to just rip that out. See how it just isn't, it's not working out like a very nice pillow, and I don't have much left, so it wouldn't make a big enough pillow size even for the dollies. So I think I'm going to just rip that back. I'll decide, and maybe send it to them as garland, or put it on my tree. I might just put it on my tree. We were kind of waiting to put more stuff on the tree. And I
hasn't happened. So, all right, see you in a little bit. Bye.
This is such a cute little downtown. I wish I could show you everything. Can you see how lit up it is? It's so pretty. All the Christmas lights and the snow.
Well, that's all I got for today. I've double checked, rechecked to make sure that all my little clips that I took all day are edited and in here. And I'm still not sure I got everything sorted out from yesterday, but this will just be a mashup of some of the stuff from yesterday and some of the stuff from today. We went out to dinner, I had a quesadilla, we had chips and guac, chips and salsa, chips and queso. So it was great. It was really nice. It's so pretty in downtown Excelsior. We came home and we watched about an episode and a half of Yellowstone. I still don't like any of the characters. I want to like them. They just keep doing bad, naughty things. But Ross got tired and he's very sore tonight. He says I'm doing okay, but he just went to bend over to pick up something off the floor and he's sore. So I said, go to bed. I mean, he gets up at 5, right? So it's 9:30. I said, go to bed. I'll be up for a couple of hours yet. So my next job is this. These are all my patterns that I've ever designed, and it's all of the notes and reporting sheets and stitches and all the things. I didn't have that aimed very well, but I can't fit anything else in this box, and I have 10 new patterns to fit in this box. So I'm cleaning out each of the folders because I don't need to keep, some of these patterns are 5 years old. I do not need to keep all of this stuff that's in here, like, all my stuff. So I'm cleaning them out so I can recycle papers. So that is what I'm going to do for the next half an hour. I don't think it'll take me very long. Some of them are already cleared out, so I just have to open them and I can tell what's in there. I just want a copy of each final pattern and then either the photos or the yarn labels in there. And then I'll sit and knit some more. I didn't get any design stuff done this afternoon because I decided I'd rather knit. It's snowy and it wasn't that cold today. I mean, it was like 28. But I thought, I just didn't want to do it. And you got to be motivated if you're going to put that much work into a proposal for someone. I have an idea. I drew it this morning and then I was like, I'll just wait. It's due on Wednesday. But I have book club and I'm listening to a good book, but I need to finish it, so I needed to spend some time listening to that today. I'm listening to The Book of Longings and Sue Monk Kidd. It's our December book club book. We have book club on Monday, and so I need to get that finished. I don't know how much I have left. I have 5 hours left, so I have quite a bit to do. So I will probably listen to some of that tomorrow. The Vikings don't play tomorrow, so we will not be watching a game for 3.5 hours. So I'll get some stuff done, and yeah, other than that, it was just a quiet day at home. I knit and knit and knit and knit. So